My life was a waste. They said the stars had misaligned. I ran away from the Creator before he was done molding me. They called me a curse from hell. Maybe Mama should have listened to the midwife. A little twist would have silenced my newborn cry. I'm a white spot on a black continent, a rare and petrifying sight. Some think I'm a ghost, and some a pot of gold. What color is that thing? Don't go close to her. She'll infect you. She's money. Let's kill her. She's the cause of all our misfortunes. I need a cocoon from the world. I live in fear. Fear of the dark, of the shadows lying in wait, fear of the sun, of its scorching rays, and worst of all, fear of myself. Nimechoka kuishi kwa woga. I don't want to live in fear anymore. When you interact with an adult albino from Kenya, you're most likely to come across a person who is meek and has low self-esteem. Let me tell you why. Imagine being a child with albinism in rural Kenya. When you see other children playing around and you want to join them and catch some fun too, they start calling you names, throwing sticks at you, spitting at you, and others just don't want to play with you because you're different. You're being bullied and discriminated everywhere. Your confidence as a child is shattered, and the only solution you have left is to isolate yourself from everyone else. Despite having gone through these experiences myself, I was lucky to follow my brothers around when they were climbing trees and sliding on mud, but I still had to defend myself from being bullied by other children. So I carried a stick around to beat anyone who dared make fun of me. The discrimination grows with you into adulthood. There are two main things that adults do: working and dating. Imagine seeing your peers going for interviews and securing jobs, but when you apply for an interview, every single time you get the response, "Sorry, we don't have positions for your kind." And what about dating? The person you like is either repulsed by you, or they just want to sleep with you, believing that having sex with an albino gives them supernatural powers. Some people think that albinos have nothing good to offer. But when you have lived your life being pushed around, told you don't belong, put down, bullied, you lack the confidence and ability to offer anything. In the midst of all this, I found solace in fashion. When many hear fashion, they think size 0 models or high beauty standards, but for me, fashion was an escape route. It was a way to channel my energy and unleash my creativity. My love for fashion began in childhood when I was gifted a Barbie doll. I loved it so much, and I started hand-stitching tiny clothes for it, and people found them beautiful. Ever since then, I started exploring different aspects like photo shoots, pageantry, high fashion, you name them. I've tried it. But I see albinos being put down and being shattered and being shunned from every single corner. So to change this, I founded Ana Antani. At Ana Antani, we foster self-confidence, self-acceptance, and integration of albinos in Kenya. Using art and fashion as a tool of training, we divided our curriculum into 4 phases, tailoring to the needs of our beneficiaries. Let me show you how. In phase 1, we use storytelling, where our beneficiaries will share the stories of their lives and how they envision it after training. They will use fabric and paint to add color and texture to their stories as they are told. This will help them to open up to creativity, to feel that their expression is valid, and to connect their artistic expression to what is deep within them. They will also be introduced to different types of fabrics, colors, patterns, and textures for them to understand the unlimited possibilities within design. In phase 2, we will put them in a fictitious environment resembling the societies they are from. The aim here is to empower them to have self-confidence, face insecurities, respond to crises, and manage emotions. They will also choose an art project of their liking, where they can play around with different fabrics and textures to come up with an art project, be it clothing, accessories, or anything they think about. And coming to phase 3. As a significant shift occurs within them, we introduce financial literacy. Here, they get to learn essential skills such as making pitches, developing business plans, and maintaining cash books. And finally, but not least, of course, we come to phase 4. According to their interests and abilities, we will link them to different photographers, artists, or fashion designers to job shadow and get mentored. Here, they will enhance their practical skills and earn a real-world experience. We want to create versatile problem solvers with skills applicable beyond design, empowering them to stand tall in the midst of discrimination and change the perception of albinism in their localities. Paul Cronenberg said, "A person who has a task has value. And with value comes respect. With respect comes dignity. And dignity is the foundation of self-confidence." We want albinos to build that foundation of self-confidence by unleashing their creativity and nurturing that niche in society. By the way, some of you may be offended by the word albino and would like to use the so-called person-first language and call me a person with albinism. As if people need to be reminded that albinos are persons as well, right? If people can't see beyond the condition, don't blame the language, my friend. I want to reclaim that. It's simple. Al, by, no. 3 syllables that describes my condition perfectly, and that's all it describes. We want albinos in Kenya to declare, "I don't need permission to belong. I belong. Thank you."